are the most sophisticated music enthusiasts.
No, I'm just kidding. It's WVCW.
And what's going on, WVCW? We're back with another episode of Post to Post with your host, Mario Navarro.
Cooper Bonenberger.
And just back like we never left.
Oh,
How's
yeah.
it going, Coop?
Chilling. Absolutely chilling. Other than, like we just heard, another brother left for the Saudi Arabia League.
Yeah, you know, it was funny. We've been gone for a little bit, and there's so much to talk about. And I was like, oh, we're making an episode on what to talk about here. Kind of glossed over it, but I wanted to address it because, you know, this does happen, and it kind of reminded me. All the players leaving for the Saudi League makes me very sad. Now, here's why, though. It only makes me sad because I am not personally going to watch the Saudi League because I probably have to wake up at a crazy time to watch them, you know, play in that league. And on top of that, the Saudi League doesn't compete in, like, Champions League and, you know, these big club tournaments or, you know, club competition. So it sucks seeing all these players who are, like, still, like, high level, you know, like, not, like, aging out athletes go into the Saudi League. It makes me really sad.
Thing is, because they thought all right, we brought in Ronaldo, that'll be it, you know. We just got that one player to do everything. And then they realized, like, dang, people really just still don't care at all.
Yeah.
So they just started buying everyone. And they have, like,
Benzema.
unlimited amount of money. So
I mean, like, Benzema, Conte, Ziyech, Firmino, like...
I think the Ziyech transfer, he failed the physical. I think
Oh,
he's still
really?
on- And they might have worked it out again. But
Yeah. Oh, and, oh, my goodness. Wow, I'm blanking on his name right now.
Koulibaly went there. as
Koulibaly,
well.
too. I mean, half of Chelsea went there.
But
That's
like you said, Milinkovic-Savic just
Yeah.
went there.
what's it called? Mendy.
Oh
Mendy
yeah,
left
yeah.
there.
Chelsea just sold it.
Chelsea Chelsea needed to get money. That's what they did. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But no, I just sucks because it's like I really felt like seeing these guys in the Champions League was like interesting. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, cool. Like, okay, Benzema leaving early. I kind of get it. Maybe he thinks he can't compete anymore at a higher level. Gets the bag earlier than a year earlier,
Yeah.
maybe than his being like completely like done. Conte coming off an injury looked pretty good for Chelsea when he was playing. He still looked like he can play at that level. He didn't look like he was bad.
Yeah, it's a pretty low bar for Chelsea though. Last season Chelsea was terrible.
Yeah. So the thing is though is that like I guess it's the bag. I guess it's like, you know what I mean. So I guess a question to you, like, do you fault these players leaving to go and when they're given these like buttloads of money when they're could be staying playing?
Depends who it is. There's some people where it's like, all right, but at the end of the day, you can't hate on someone for getting their money up. I think the move honestly would be if you can or like organize it. I know Ruben Neves.
Yeah.
He's also in the
He also
Saudi League. Yeah. But there was talks that he was going to get loaned out to Newcastle.
Huh.
So it's like, what I would try to do is orchestrate some sign the big old contract in the Saudi Arabia League, and then just have him loan me out for a season or two and then come back
Yeah, right.
when I'm older.
Yeah. So
I know I have it to fall back on.
and it's one of those
But
things.
that's harder said than done.
Yeah, no. And yeah, you can't fault anyone for getting the bag. I 100% agree with you.
Just unfortunate. I'd rather see, like, especially Conte or even Benzema. I feel like they both had
Yeah.
one or two more years left to give.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of players that went there, I feel like.
I mean,
And-
even like I said, Ruben Neves, he's obviously not an elite player, but
No.
he's pretty young.
Yeah.
Very young, actually. I'm not sure how old Milinkovic-Savic is, but he had a really great year at Lazio.
Yeah.
Most of the people that went there are coming off bad years, especially the Chelsea players.
Well, the reason why
And
the
like
Chelsea players...
Hugo Lloris as well,
Yeah.
I believe is there.
Yeah.
He's coming off a horrendous year. He was really bad for
I mean, they're
Tottenham.
coming off... Yeah, I mean, again, with Chelsea, it's different because Chelsea just needed to sell players. It was like a match made in heaven. They're like, oh, we need a lot of money because we spent a lot of money, so we'll sell a lot of players. And they're saying, we're willing to pay
It was
a lot of you guys.
also a Saudi investment company invested a bunch of money in
Yeah.
the Chelsea's owner's business. But, whatever. We'll look past that.
Exactly.
They looked into it. Apparently, it's fine.
Apparently, it's fine.
So,
But yeah, no, it's one of those things too. It's not like how the PGA and I think it was it Live or Live Golf? I forget how you pronounce it. LIV.
I don't know how I think it's just LIV.
Yeah, well, there was also the Saudi League golf where the PGA guys weren't getting paid. They offered them a buttload of money, got their contract, and the PGA says, you know what, we kind of want these guys back, and then they bought out, LIV. And now there's no more Saudi like golf league or whatever anymore. I mean, well, there is. It's combined now. So like the PGA guys are still PGA guys again.
Mm-hmm.
But think about that in international club soccer is you can't do that. Like they have their own leagues. You can't just buy out a league. They're like, nope. Like this is our league. Can't do that now. So it's weird. I don't know. It sucks that we won't see them compete in the Champions League anymore. But we'll see how this goes. I don't want more players to go there. And I guess. And I guess it sounds weird.
It's just not gonna work. Like it's not a good way to build a league.
Yeah, it feels very temporary, and it's like, and it feels weird saying that because then people can be like, "Oh, do you not want like international soccer? Do you want like club soccer to grow? Do you want more like?" I'm like, I do, but I feel like it's like, I don't know, find a way to create more. I guess if this is happening and they're becoming a league to like watch, then you got to find ways to incorporate them into bigger tournaments or find another, not big, nothing's gonna be bigger than Champions League, but you know what I mean. Find another tournament that puts them against European teams, or I guess I mean MLS teams. I don't think they'll ever play against a Euro. Well, they will play.
Well, I know
Europe,
the
what I mean,
Club
though.
World Cup is getting like expanded to include like MLS and the Saudi Arabia
Yeah.
League, I'm pretty sure.
So that's a good start. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, very interesting to
know.
see that.
It's just hard for me to care too much about that league, no matter what happens.
It's the time zones, and then like it's just.
Yeah.
And then the league just feels artificial, and it just feels like I don't know. It doesn't feel like there's no passion, there's no vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like a rich person's sandbox, basically.
Yeah, but hey, who knows? Maybe it is interesting. Maybe I don't know. I mean, it was interesting enough with Ronaldo that you kind of kept in the loop about where Ronaldo was, only because he didn't win the league, and it's really funny.
Yeah.
So
And they were winning when he got there, too.
exactly. So
It was really funny.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. But regardless, that's our little tangent and rant on the Saudi League.
A little intro.
You have some funny those little icebreakers. We've been gone for so long. Listen, we've been gone for a little bit. Sorry about the non-notice, but we're back. You know what I mean? We had some vacations going on. I forgot to mention it in the last episode. But to break the ice, there's been some funny stories going around. Not even funny, just like entertaining-wise. Nothing like too heavy on the brain, So I'm starting off with the Jordan Poole situation. Now, I don't know if you were aware of all the...
To end off this episode, you
Yeah.
want to go over our fun little comparisons?
Yeah, no, I'm down. I think okay.
I'll run through
listen.
it very
I'm just gonna keep it real here. I'm gonna go over the. Listen, we haven't been here for a little while. We're gonna go over the hour mark. No one comes in after us, anyways. If anyone does, we will leave. But we're gonna finish
We
this
can go a
segment.
little bit over, 5 minutes over.
I want to finish this segment. This segment's a great segment. Now, we were sitting in the studio last night, just chopping it up a little bit. Yeah, we're like, all right, we need to make something interesting, right? And it's like like how do we like do stuff make it like seem our own spin on it. But we ended up going with a topic that I think people have done a million times over, but we haven't done it yet. So we're the first ones to do it. Energy. So you call this one "Choose Your Player" or whatever. Player A, player
Blind
B.
comparison.
We give them blind stats, and we're going to tell the other one to choose which player they'd rather have. Obviously, the twist is you want to get the other person to pick the player that they would not usually pick if they knew the name. It's just taking the name out of it, and it's just face value. Now, I have a couple. He has a couple. Coop has all NBA. I have all NFL. It's going to be fun. It's going to be
Mix
entertaining.
it up a little bit. For
Exactly.
Sure.
I'm going to spit mine at you first real quick.
Go
This
for
one,
it.
I'm going to
Oh,
give you a
yeah,
hint. I'm going to give you a hint. It's
Gotta cover my phone. I almost just totally showed you it.
Woo. But this one isn't really one to try to trick you. It's just it's one of it's a debate that's been going on for a little bit. And it's kind of an eye-opening debate, I feel like. So I'm gonna read you the stats. I was gonna also like give you the stats to see and if you couldn't verbally hear them all. But yeah, no. So I mean, you gotta I guess listen very well. I don't know. So anyways, we got
Use
two
all my
players
mental
here.
power.
Should we say offense, defense type of thing, or do we just like
Should be able to tell based off the stats of
I don't know, man.
There.
No.
200 receptions.
Yeah.
All
right.
He's a linebacker.
So one player has more wins more game than the other. Only one game. It's a 1 game difference.
Okay.
Player A, 143 games. 9,000. Let's call it 9,286 receiving yards.
9,286.
Yeah.
Okay.
Receiving yards per reception averages like 15, I think. Reception TDs 92. And then these stats are kind of like, you don't have to. I mean, these are like rushing and kicking stats. I mean, like kick return stats. So I won't add them.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but we can if you want. I can add them if it gets. A
But
little close.
was he a or she? I guess we don't really know. It's like a prolific returner.
No.
Okay.
No.
Then it doesn't.
Neither of these guys are prolific returners.
Okay.
All right.
So I was about to say like Devin Hester has like terrible receiving
Yeah.
stats, but yeah.
Player B. He has the game advantage.
One game though, so it's alright.
One game. He has 814 receptions compared to 621 receptions. And he has 10,344 receiving yards. He averages 12.7 receptions or yards per reception and 69 receiving TDs.
This is sounding like a Wes Welker type of player.
And this is so great. We did this. This is so great. So you say player B resembles a Wes Welker?
Maybe not.
Don't take it back now.
12.7.
Okay, here we go.
But I was thinking like, okay, he's a little slot guy. He has more catches, a little bit more yards, but less per catch, less touchdowns.
So, and then I'm gonna go with championships. Or before we go here, do you want to take a guess on what position we're talking about here?
Is this tight end?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it has to be either tight end or receiver,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
So, player A has 4 championships, 5 Pro Bowls, 4 All-Pros.
4 champs, 5 Pro Bowls, 4 All-Pros. That's pretty good.
Player B has 2 championships, 8 Pro Bowls, 7 All-Pros. With everything I just gave you, which player is better?
Dude, I'm trying to think, because obviously since they won championships, neither of them is Jason Witten.
Yeah, this wasn't trying to get you mad. This
Is this a current or
mix?
mix? Okay,
Mix.
okay. So 1 current and 1 old.
Not too
Whew.
old though.
8 pros, 4 champions. Is this Gronk?
Which one?
A?
Player A is Gronk.
Player A is Gronk. Okay.
That's good. That's good. You guessed that one. That's really good.
Because I looked at 4 champions, I was like, okay. So Gronk is player A.
Yeah,
Player B, it can't be Tony Gonzalez, can it?
it's not Tony Gonzalez.
It's not. How many championships did Shannon Sharp win?
It's not Shannon Sharp.
Not
It's
Shannon
not like an
Sharp.
old head like that type. I mean, not no disrespect. They're not old heads, but you know what I mean. It's not. Like,
2 champions.
but all right, since you know one, I don't want to because now you know the names, right? So now I just need to.
I know one's Gronk.
I need you to make your pick though. Who would you rather have? Player A, which is Gronk, or mystery player B?
Dude, I'm just going to go. The correct answer might probably be Gronk. But I'm just going to go with player B, dude. 8. It's like 3 more All Pros.
Yeah.
Gronk was very, very good, but he had a short prime.
Yes.
So I'm going to go with the more consistent,
Okay.
maybe less, not quite a touchdown threat, but he's got more yards, more All Pros, more Pro Bowls. Championships, you can't hold it against a tight end too much. Still got 2. I'll
Yeah.
go with player B.
All right. Player
Probably
B.
the wrong choice.
No, player B is Travis Kelce.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's
So
the
I
debate going.
actually think I did make the right choice.
Yeah. So that's the debate going on: is who's the better player, Gronk or Travis? Who's the better tight end? Who's better on the? People are being like, oh, like by far it's Travis Kelce, but Gronk has a career that kind of can compete with Travis Kelce's
Oh, yeah,
career.
yeah.
So again,
Okay, that's cool. I like that one.
yeah,
That's
that was a good one. That was the one I
Okay,
wanted to
okay.
pick because it's like, all right, like you know what I mean, tight end debate, right? Because
Yeah,
you have Travis Kelce being greatest tight end of all time. Of course, I didn't I didn't think about putting Tony Gonzalez in there because I felt like that was too easy. It's like, all right, well, Gronk,
Yeah.
as much as like Gronk is like kind of like kooky, but he was a really great player, and it's hard to. I guess we knew that as a time, but as recency bias is gone, you kind of forget how good he was.
Yeah.
And his stats resemble, you know what I mean? Like, again, I think it's give and take. I think it's a good story for both. It's like the reason why Travis Kelce has so many receptions and a little bit more yards is because he's the main target for Patrick Mahomes.
Mhm.
But the only reason, a big reason why, debatably, the reason why Gronk has 4 championships is because of Tom Brady. You know what I mean? So the give and take to
And Bill
quarterback play.
Belichick.
Yes, I more Belichick more. You know what I mean? But it's that idea.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what I have for that one.
I'm
That was
happy with
first
my
one.
pick on that one.
I was,
Big
it's
man
hard.
Trav.
It's hard to
I'm glad I guessed one of them right.
yeah.
Proud of myself.
Yeah. All right, you want to give one of yours real quick?
Sure. This one is definitely my weakest comparison.
Okay.
I thought it was like funny when I pulled it up, and then I looked back at it again. I was like, okay, this isn't actually as good as I thought. But so
I'm listening. I'm closing my eyes.
This
so I can really
is-
visualize it.
I'm going by game average. So the games don't really matter too much.
But like, does it
but
show?
it's,
Does it show?
it's comparable. So one player has 406 games.
Yes.
The other player has 470. So
Wow, man, that's like a big difference. Bro.
in totals, it would be a big difference. But
All right, then okay for the
going
next
across average, so player A, okay, 16 and a half points
per game.
per game.
Okay.
6.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, half of a steal, half of a block a game.
Okay.
Shooting on 45% from the field, just under 34 from 3,
Sheesh.
and he has 1 championship.
Sheesh.
Obviously, I'm like picking and choosing some stats here. but
Obviously, I mean, player. I mean, that's a good
yeah,
section.
yeah.
Player A sounds pretty cool. I'm liking player A.
Decent player, right? Pretty good, huh?
Honestly, pretty mid, bro. So, no. I'm averaging more.
Player B, just under 18 points a game.
Okay.
Just over 5 rebounds and 2 assists, with a steal and half block per game.
Oh, these stats are close though.
Very close, very close. Shooting on just under 48% from the field,
That's really good.
and 36.5% from 3. No championships, but he does have an All-NBA selection and 2 All-Stars.
I'm not
So
gonna guess the players.
basically-
My knowledge on basketball is I cannot guess the name of these players. But
A little bit higher efficiency
Yeah.
for player B, with a 1.5 extra, but lower by 1 or 2 on all the other stats.
on player
No
A, yeah.
championship, but he has the All-NBA and
Yeah,
2
yeah.
All-Star selections.
I mean, points is the biggest difference, right? But like, I think player A makes up for it by averaging more in rebound. But again, by what 1 rebound? You know what I mean? What was the assist again?
It's essentially equal. Player A is 2.5 assists. Player B is 2.2 assists.
So too. So yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, virtually it's kind of crazy. It's like the exact same like.
Very similar, right?
But again,
Yeah.
also take into account that it's like 70 game difference. So that's you know what I mean.
It's still, yeah.
So I
Both
mean,
of these players are on their 2nd or 3rd contracts. in the
yeah.
NBA,
Okay.
you know?
16 points per game. Who would this be? I can't even think.
It's a funny little comparison.
It is. I think I'd go with player A at the moment
Okay.
because he's got a championship. But 18 points, I have a feeling.
Player B has the All-NBA and 2 All-Stars as well, though.
Yeah, that's
and
tough.
player A doesn't have either of them.
That's tough.
But he
that's
does
tough.
have the championship.
He does. I mean, in my mind, right, is that player B is a great player on a not so good team.
Mm-hmm.
But player B is the great player on a not so great team.
Yeah.
And then player A is a good player on a good team because he won a championship. I think it's nice to be a good player on a good team.
If it helps you, the hint, player A, the championship he won is not with the team he's with right now.
Ooh.
I don't know if that.
But I still,
sways you.
I feel like you have to be a part of a. I don't know. I'm sticking with player A. I'm
Player
gonna
A?
go player A. Yeah.
All right. Player A was Kyle Kuzma.
Oh.
Yeah. Player B, Jaylen Brown.
Wow, that's
There
crazy.
you go. Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma was on the team with the Lakers when they
when
won
they
the
won.
championship. I
Yeah.
forgot. I forgot. That was a tough one.
Yeah,
That was a
that was
tough
a goofy little comparison.
That's actually good
they were
because
way closer than I thought they were gonna be.
that's actually way closer. Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, man. That's nuts,
That's
actually.
my first little comparison.
Punch in the air right now, Celtics fans. For real.
Yeah.
Thought you were going to trick me to take Jaylen Brown, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Get him out of here, man. Oh, man. Now you're wondering why this dude doesn't get plays called up for him, bro. He's
For
basically
real,
Kyle
yeah,
Kuzma. man.
essentially.
And Kyle Kuzma has less games.
Yeah, 70 less games.
Man, Jaylen Brown. All right. So, all right, let's see. So, you picked one with a big disparity of games. I might do that one.
It's like
too.
a season, is all I'm saying.
It's a
It's
season.
like a 1 season difference.
Yeah, because 70 games and yeah. All right.
But plus all the numbers I gave you are like per game average, not totals.
Okay.
so.
Okay.
Except for the career accomplishments.
Yeah. All right. Because I know like a 30 game difference in the NFL is pretty big. That's like 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So I won't give you that one. What should I do here?
You want me to, while you're thinking, I can rattle off
No,
my second one?
I'll give you a
Okay,
choice.
okay.
I'll give you a choice. Do you want comparison of exactly the same games or a 7 game difference?
I'll take exactly the same games just for fun.
This one's very interesting. This one is very eye opening for me. So this one you'd like a little bit more. Player A, 703 receptions, 8,812 yards, 12.5 yards per reception,
Okay.
59 receiving touchdowns, and the rest are like rushing stats. But they're kind of big, so I'll put them on there. 31 rushing attempts,
Okay.
157 rushing yards, averaging 5.1 rushes yards per attempt.
Okay.
And I guess I'll add it because it kind of flip flops for these guys. It's like punt return yards. Player A has 6 punt returns, 45 punt return yards. I think I don't know if that's average or not. I don't know. It's probably not average.
Probably not, yeah.
But
Almost
also,
definitely
that
not.
doesn't make sense. That stat. I think that's wrong. Anyways.
That's fine. The punt returns don't matter too much.
And then, kick returns, 22 kick return yards. All right, so player B has 537 receptions, 7,506 yards, averages 14 yards per reception, 75 receiving touchdowns, 6 rushing attempts, -3 rush yards. But again, I think these stats are wrong, the rushing, but we'll see. And then punt returns, 42. Oh, no, these are right. Rushing yards, 42. And punt return yards, 384. Punt return TDs, 2. Kick return yards, 15. I'm sorry, kick return yards is 348. Both have 0 championships.
Mm-hmm.
Both have 3 Pro Bowls. Player A has 2 All-Pros, while player 1 has...
Player B?
Player B has 1 All-Pro.
Player A has... Wait, how many All-Pros player A has?
2.
2 All-Pro versus 1 All-Pro. So we got 2 wide receivers.
Yes.
2 All-Pro, 0 champ. Both current, or is it a mix again?
Mix again.
Mix again. Which player is current? Can you tell me?
Yeah, I gotta make sure real quick. I did this and I totally forgot to
Let's see, 2 All-Pros with 8,800 yards.
So
59
player A
touchdowns.
is current, player B is not current. That's why I was that's when I was saying some of the stats don't make sense, is because I thought it was flipped. But no,
Okay.
now that makes sense.
So
Player A is current. Player A is current, player B is not current.
Player B, is he Dwayne Bowe?
No.
That would have been funny if I just guessed that.
That would have been funny. That's actually a
That would've
crazy
been
guess.
crazy.
That's a crazy guess to get that.
Because I think he got 1 All-Pro. I don't think he got another one.
Yeah.
Shoot, this is actually really hard.
It's actually, this one was really eye opening for me. Like, I'm telling you right now, I was shocked.
This
And I
is
hate
really
this.
tough.
I won't say anymore.
Was player B Percy Harvin?
No.
Oh, dang.
This is crazy, right? This is actually nuts. Actually,
This is fun
I'm
to
actually so
guess.
excited for you to guess these.
Dang.
It's
So
good.
player B is the old one, right?
Player B, but again, not by that much though. Not
yeah,
like that
retired
much.
recently.
Fairly recently.
Fairly recently. 1 All-Pro. So it can't be... Shoot, what was that guy? Was it -3 rush yards? It can't be like a Greg Jennings, can it?
It's not great. Do you want me to give you player A to give you like maybe a hint on player B? Or
Player A is
do
current.
you want it? Do you
Player
want
A is current, 157 yards. Player A is 2 All-Pros, 3 Pro Bowls. How many games did you say they both have?
119.
119.
It's good amount of
This
seasons.
is really hard.
It is pretty hard.
All right, give me who player B is.
Are you
I'll try to
sure?
guess that. Yeah.
It's your boy Des Bryant.
D. Bryant? Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what
I
that's
should have guessed that.
See, that's
going
why
all
because
pro.
I knew that when I was reading, I'm like, these kick return yards aren't right. This dude has like 3 punt returns or something like this dude has more than whatever, right? Or because I've literally seen it
Okay,
happen.
that
before.
actually makes sense. I should have guessed that.
It's hard.
big
It's very
touchdown threat.
deceiving. It's very deceiving. I feel like
703 receptions, 8,000 yards, 12 and a half. It's not someone like A.J. Brown, is it?
no, it is not AJ Brown.
Dang, this is tough.
It is tough.
Played as long as Des Bryant. Is it Brandon Cooks?
Not Brandon Cook.
No, because he would have more return yards.
Yes.
And
yeah.
you wouldn't have as many All-Pros, I don't
Yeah.
think.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I really don't know.
Yeah. So make your pick. And now, but now you know it's Des Bryant. So now
I mean,
you know it's kind
obviously Des Bryant, and I was leaning a little bit towards B just because of the touchdown numbers.
100%. Yeah. But I mean, look.
But A has better everywhere
Well, how about
else.
this? I'll give you maybe this one. Maybe this might help. Regular season head to head, Des Bryant's 1-0 against him. Playoffs,
Is this Odell Beckham?
it's not Odell
Okay,
Beckham.
okay.
It's not Odell Beckham.
Dang, this is tough.
Playoffs, I said
I'm
it.
forgetting someone.
Did you hear what I said?
You said playoffs?
Good. Whew, I almost said the dude's name. Playoffs, player A is 1-0 against.
Oh, is he someone on Green Bay? No, because he would be more than 1-0, wouldn't he? 1-0. Dude, this is tough.
It is tough.
Is it 157 rushing yards though? And he's 1-0 against Dez in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's not.
I can also give
on
you a
Green
better
Bay.
hint too, if you want another hint.
One more hint. And if I can't guess after this, I'm
I can tell you right now, the 1-0 isn't when Des Bryant was on the Cowboys.
okay. That's weird. I have no idea then. That didn't really help me.
Player A is Stephon Diggs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's nuts. See, it's eye-opening for me because I'm always like, Des Bryant was good, but he's not that good. But then how I think about Stephon
Des Bryant,
Diggs,
there was a 2 to 3 year period where he was legitimately like a top 2 or 3
Yeah.
wide receiver in the league.
so I was shocked to see this. And I think the 1-0.
That's cool. That's all right.
I think the 1-0 was because when Des was on the Ravens.
Oh, okay.
He was still on the
That makes more
roster
sense.
technically.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
I think that's what the 1-0 is from. I don't know though.
All right. That's cool.
Or no, or it could
But
be
I
when
definitely-
it
I'd
could also
pick
be when
Dez in this
Stephon Diggs
problem.
was on the Vikings.
It could have been too.
Could have been that one too.
Well, that's a cool little comparison.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Both very, very good wide receivers.
Both great wide
Hard to hate.
receivers. But in my mind, if I was in your position and I also had to take a blank whatever, right? I probably would have taken Des Bryant over Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, the touchdowns is like pretty big.
It means
yeah.
the touchdowns, and I think also the kick return is huge.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was crazy. I mean,
I'd be fine with either of those two.
It is nuts to see how close their numbers are.
All right. You ready for my
Yeah.
second one?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. So I got player A,
Is the
and
one-
so
okay.
this is games. Player B has double the amount of games. Okay. Player A
Jesus.
has 196.
Damn.
Player B has 400.
Dang. Well,
So
take it with a grain of salt.
yeah,
like that.
one
Well, 'cause
player is still.
NBA averages. Okay, fine. NBA
Yeah,
makes
it's
it
still
closer.
gonna
It
be
makes it
average
closer.
per
Yeah,
game.
It makes it closer. Okay.
But player A is, improving. Player B has probably reached his peak
Pinnacle.
value.
All right. Player AZ Mo Bamba.
Mo Bamba.
It's Mo Bamba. I'm calling it right now.
No, I can tell you it's not because player A has player A and B both have 15.4 points per game.
Jeez.
So tied in points per game.
Why is it always so low though? It's kind of. It's funny. I was picking a
I
center.
didn't want to pick like absolute stars.
Yeah,
But I wanted
yeah,
to pick
yeah.
people that still have name value.
Yes. Yes.
So player A, 15.4 points per game, 2.7 rebounds, 3.3 assists, 0.7 steals, 0.3 blocks, just under 48% from the field, 41.4% from three. Neither of them have any awards at all, really.
They're youngins. They're youngins. But one of them's not a youngin.
Except for one of them does have an award, but if
Okay.
you need a hint, I'll give it to you.
So not youngins, but you know what I mean. They seem like
Player A is a
youngin.
youngin.
Yeah,
is a
player
youngin.
player B is not a youngin.
Player B is like he's not old, but
Yeah.
he's not a youngin anymore. So he also has 15.4 points. Player B. He has 4.2 rebounds, 4.6 assists, 0.8 steals, 0.2 blocks, on just under 47% from the field, just under 39% from three.
Oof.
No championships, no all-stars, no all-pros.
Weird. I mean, all I gotta say, if you're playing that many games, you got no acclimates.
They're both guards.
I was gonna say they both had to be. I thought they were gonna be shooting guard or point guard. What was the difference between rebounds again?
Player A is 2.7, player B is 4.2.
Okay. And then assists.
Player A is 3.3, player B is 4.6.
Okay.
Steals and blocks
You-
are essentially equal.
Yeah, and then shooting percentage. From the
Shooting
field goal,
percentages,
same, basically.
player A is like, player A is just under 48%, player B is just under 47%.
Yeah. So basically identical. What's 3-pointers?
Player A is just over 41, player B is just under 39. Pretty close.
They are pretty close.
Very, very similar.
They are pretty close.
Player A is slightly more efficient,
Yeah.
but doesn't put up as many rebounds or assists.
No. That's true. I mean, look.
You're going to be mad when I say
Maybe I'm doing this again, but if I'm looking at this blindly, which I am, player A has essentially the same amount of looks as player B
Mm-hmm.
with less games.
Yep.
So I guess it's only up, right? I guess right now, if I
theory.
had to pick, I'd probably pick player A.
Going for the future, that makes sense.
Exactly.
Less
But
games.
it's so hard because it's like you're
Slightly
averaging
more
more,
efficient.
but they're averaging more rebounds and.
And assists.
But again, it could be disparity of like because they're so close. It could be the disparity of like the games, right? It could be he had more chances to get more rebounds type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I'm sticking with player A.
Player A.
Yeah, the youngin.
It doesn't change your mind if I say player B got a Rookie of the Year award
No, it
with
doesn't.
400 games. That doesn't change your
Bro,
mind.
it's Damian Lillard, bro.
No, so you picked, well, for you at least you picked, right?
Yeah,
Player A is Tyrese Maxey.
that's my boy.
Pretty good stats, very efficient for
my
how young
boy.
he is. Player B is Malcolm Brogdon.
That's awesome. That's crazy.
Very cool.
That is actually nuts.
Yeah.
Woo-wee!
Good thing you picked right.
Hey, my intuition was telling
Yeah,
me,
for
man.
real.
That's my boy Maxie.
If I
man.
didn't tell you the amount of games,
You didn't tell me. If you didn't tell me the amount of games, I would. I
Then you
probably
would have
would've
gone
been
with B,
Brogdon.
probably, yeah.
Probably. But still, even then,
I had
though-
to throw that in, or else like you just would always pick B, basically.
Yeah. But you should have done that. You should have got me. You should have got me.
I wanted to give you at least a chance
Yeah.
to pick right.
No, that was a close one though. I mean, it's like, look, I mean, that's nuts, honestly, dude.
I'm really excited for my next one.
Yeah. And it's also like less minutes too. I mean, I don't know if you had minutes in, like, you know what I mean, but Maxie.
I didn't look, but I'm sure there's somewhat. Neither of them are starters. So.
Yeah. But anyways.
All right.
So let me think here. So
Last one for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna mix this one up a little bit. This one is a little bit like here. I might just pull it up on my Safari here. So I have this one is, again a big disparity. I don't know. It's so hard to get defensive players on this one because it's so hard. If you're doing defensive players,
Yeah.
you have to do DN. Like you can't do corners because corners stats is like. It doesn't show you like those in depth.
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't show you
yeah.
everything, and you have to use like super precise stats that we don't really know.
Exactly. So these two players have a game disparity as well.
Just one
No. It's 32 games.
for A or for B.
B has 32 more games. It's 126 to 158.
32 more games for B. All right,
Yes.
let's get into the stats.
As you got here. Receptions, player A has 796. Receiving yards, 9,287. Yards per reception, 11.7 average.
Okay.
Receiving touchdowns, 52. Rush attempts, 16. Rush yards, 107. Punt returns, 30.
Mm-hmm.
Punt return yards, 229. 1 kickoff return, 25 kickoff return yards, and only 5 Pro Bowls.
5 Pro Bowls. Okay.
Player B. 727 receptions, 10,514 yards, 14.5 yards per reception average, 70 receiving touchdowns, 11 rush attempts, 93 rush yards, and 0 special teams involvement. 7 Pro Bowls, 2 All Pros.
2 All Pros. Are they both past or present or in the league, not in the league? Mix again? Okay, gotcha.
It's recent enough to be like they
both played within our lifetime. Yeah,
100%.
Not like
yeah.
okay.
These are guys that played it out.
Is player A Steve Smith Sr.?
No. That's kind of cool, actually.
I thought it was gonna be him. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what his career looks like.
Totally forgot about Steve Smith Sr. when I was making these.
16 rushes. It's not a player like Percy Harvin. He doesn't have that many career yards. It's good punt returner, 5 Pro Bowls. Is this one Wes Welker?
No, it's not.
Okay.
That's actually crazy. Well, not too crazy, but crazy because of okay.
Well, I'm guessing actually player B is the one that doesn't play anymore.
Yes.
Okay. Player B, 70 touchdowns.
But I
11
think
rushes,
I'll give you this though.
2
I'll give you this. I think, if I'm not mistaken, player A has more injuries.
Player A has been injured a little bit.
Okay,
more.
but that might influence your decision. But regardless, like, he's taking the careers into account. Who has a better
I mean,
career?
obviously, I'm looking at it, and I want to say player B,
Yeah.
just straight off the bat.
Okay.
More
You
yards.
can lock in your pick and then get names later. That's fine, too.
I mean, I kind of have to lock in B. This
Okay.
might be like a little gotcha moment.
Not
but
really.
2
Not
All
really.
Pro to 0 All Pros,
This
7
one isn't
Pro
a-
Bowls to 5 Pro Bowls.
This one isn't really a gotcha moment, but I think it's more of a, I think people should put more respect on player B's name. He's not talked about enough.
Is player A Tyreek Hill?
No.
Okay.
No.
He probably
also
doesn't have
crazy.
all those. I was just thinking good punt returners that are
Yeah,
also,
right? So I'm guessing
So I'm going to lock in player B as
Cool,
my pick.
Cool. And I'm glad you did that because I did this with the intent of people need to put more respect on player B's name.
Okay.
So
This is just tough. I don't really know who to...
player A is Keenan Allen.
Okay, yeah, that I probably would not have guessed that.
Yeah, because I
He's
did
very solid, though.
But that's the thing. People like Keenan Allen. People want to put him in talks. Like, okay, like he's top tier receiver. Don't forget about him.
Not anymore. He's a little old now.
Player B. Do you want to take any guess on who player B is? Because you didn't guess at all. Do you want to take
Player
any guess?
B, 727, 70 touchdowns. So he's the player that hasn't been playing. Is he an old Eagles player?
No.
Okay.
Not an Eagles player.
He is. How many years ago did he retire?
I think.
Been out for a little
I
bit?
think this offseason he retired.
He just retired.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's this. Yeah, this offseason, beginning of the offseason, or last season offseason. I don't remember. It's very close. It's very close.
What team is he most known for being on? I might just give it away.
It will give it away.
Dang
It will give
it.
it away. Can I give you his most recent team?
Sure.
The Cardinals.
Most recent team was DeAndre Hopkins.
No, he's not retired.
Oh, that's true. He hasn't retired.
Gotcha.
DeAndre Hopkins hasn't retired. It's not Larry Fitzgerald, is it? No, he retired way longer ago.
And I think the stats have been.
He was just on the Falcons, or the Cardinals. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't even know. I don't follow the Cardinals like that. They suck.
I know.
Dang.
It's good.
All right, this is slipping my mind. I don't know.
AJ Green.
AJ Green. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't
Yeah.
even know he was on the Cardinals.
Yeah. No, sorry. That was just funny because it's like, because he didn't do anything with
Yeah.
the Cardinals. He did it. That's why.
Yeah, AJ Green was a dog, man.
He
just-
was, and like I knew it. I mean, I always like, oh, I love AJ Green. I mean, if I said Bengals, you probably would have got that one instantly.
Yeah,
you would have
yeah.
got that one. But like, no, he was dominant, man. Like he was really, really, really good. And like, I
He has
wanted to
had
put
like
him.
2 decent injuries in a row, and that was wraps.
Maybe because our generation, and maybe I'm tripping, but I always like people really talk highly of Keenan Allen, but I'm like, but no one wants to talk highly of AJ Brown the way you talk about Keenan Allen. And all time, you put him all
AJ
time.
Green,
I'm
yeah,
putting
AJ
AJ Brown over Keenan
AJ
Allen.
Green.
AJ Green, sorry,
Yeah.
AJ Green over Keenan Allen.
Yeah, dude, I remember when it was AJ Green versus Julio Jones in college. They were like the
Yeah.
2 top dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
AJ Green was really, really good.
Yeah, AJ Green, like his name.
Kinda forget
you
about
can
him.
Put him against
Dude,
probably
if
Julio
he
Jones.
was in his prime on the Bengals right now, him and Joe Burrow.
That's what I'm. Oh, that's a good one. It's
Oh.
like that'd be interesting. An all-time team for the Bengals: Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, AJ Green,
Yeah, they'd
Oh,
be filthy.
Jeremy Hill. I like Jeremy. I personally like Jeremy Hill. He was good.
alright.
Offensive wise, I
That's
mean,
pretty
no,
cool, though.
yeah, no, that's one you gotta get more respect for.
Put some
for-
respect on AJ Green's
Yeah,
name.
yeah. But that's pretty much all I had. That's
Yeah.
that's the 3 I had. You only had 2, right?
No, I have one more.
All right.
I have
This
a-
is
I have a
this
last
was
one to
designed
get
to get
into.
me mad, right?
This is my favorite one. No,
Okay.
the Maxey one was
Oh, I
supposed
was-
to be like Malcolm Brogdon's better than Maxey.
yeah,
but,
yeah. You didn't get me, so you lost.
I did. I lost. So I was about to just say. So this is this person.
Yeah, right. There you
versus-
go. Player 1 is Joel Embiid.
So I won't say like the game amount, but
That's good. Hide that one for this one.
yeah, hide that. So points per game. Player A. Player A. 14.7 points. Just under 8 rebounds. 7.5 assists. A steal and a half. Just under a block. Shoots 56% from the field. 3-point. Neither of these guys are shooters, so don't hold it too much against them.
Yeah. I mean, it's the
This
power forward
guy's-
off the rip, I'm pretty sure. Something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Not a
This
center, but a
guy
power
is
forward.
player A. If you want to know the 3-point, doesn't really matter. It's completely irrelevant.
It doesn't matter.
it's
It
like-
matters.
14%. Bro does not shoot threes, so it's fine.
That's crazy. I mean, that means
To be fair, player B's
Uh,
3-point percentage is 0.
man, these guys are
so,
well-rounded
yeah.
players, bro. Get them out of here, bro.
Um,
All right, so he said 15,
and
7.
then player A has an All-NBA selection,
Oof.
2 All-Defense selections, and 3 All-Stars.
Hey, for a defensive guy, he's putting up 15 points and 7 rebounds. I mean, he'll probably averaging 7 points defensive rebounds, but 15 points for a defensive guy. Okay, interesting.
player
Sounds
B.
like Dylan Brooks to me.
Player B. it's not Dylan Brooks. But player B, 12.5 points, 11.5 rebounds,
Jeez Louise.
only 1.3 assists,
So, I mean, he's a dominant in the paint. I mean, he's just that's what he is. He's a
Seems
dominant in
like
the paint
it.
type of guy.
2 blocks, so yeah.
Yeah.
65% from the field, and like I said, 0% from 3.
So, I mean, he's pretty much cash. I mean, anytime he's in the field, it's money.
And I'm gonna hide his. If I tell you all of his like awards, it kind of gives it away.
Gives it away.
But he also has 3 All-Stars. And I'll give you his All-NBA selections are 4. So player B, 4 All-NBA, 3 All-Stars. Player A, 1 All-NBA, but also 3 All-Stars.
I think all NBA is more like
Definitely more important.
that's more important,
But if you look at the stats,
dude. But
7.5 assists versus 1 assist.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that's a big disparity, right? You're trying to sway me, bro. I don't like this. No, but like, again, like all like in all honesty, like again, I was like, man, I don't want to pick A again. I just picked A for all of them. It's like me like copping out. But I think what really does it for me. I mean, what really? But how are you 65% from the field, but only averaging 14 points?
Not even 14.
11 you
He's
said, right?
12.5.
12.5. Sorry, player B. This is player B.
Player B, yeah, 65%, 65.4% from the field.
Yeah.
12.5 points.
Yeah, I mean,
Player A, 14.7 points on 56% from the field. That's still pretty good.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Especially with the 3-pointers now. Oh, again, the dude's like 0%.
Yeah, neither of them
I
really
mean,
be shooting threes.
I mean, okay. In my mind, don't say anything. I mean, this is my thought process here. It's like at least 2 power forwards.
Player
here.
A is the younger guy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Because I mean, yeah, he's shooting threes, so, so he's attempting.
Not
right?
really. He chucked up like 2 or
Yeah.
3 of them.
All right. I mean, my assumption is like 2 power forwards, 2 guys in the paint. You know what I mean? So, like, or forward. It's a forward, in my opinion.
Yeah, since they don't shoot threes, they
Yeah.
kind of got to be big guys.
Yeah, it's a big, big boy.
Although you could argue player A is not really a power forward.
Wow. Okay. I don't know. I'll go player B for 2 reasons. One, because I haven't picked player B this whole episode. And 2, because I really like the 65% from the
That's
field.
pretty good, yeah.
And
Although 56% is pretty good.
It is pretty good, too. But also, he has 11 rebounds. He's
the-
averaging 11 rebounds compared to player
Verse 7.8.
7.8, but less assists.
Way less assists.
So he's not a playmaker.
Not at all.
Not at all.
He
But
only
he's-
averages, player B is 1.3 assists. Player A
is
is
old head?
7.5.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, rebounds is great. I mean, blocks, you said, were identical.
Blocks. Player A is 0.7 blocks. Player B is 2.1.
Player B.
Player B. So player A was Ben Simmons.
Let's go!
And player B, but it was kind of close.
It
You
was
had to
close.
think about it, right?
I had to think about it a little bit, but I was
Player
like,
B was Rudy Gobert.
I knew it. This is bittersweet. I picked the French guy, but
But you had to think about
I
it.
had
You
to think for a
about it.
second.
That's why I didn't want to tell you all
for a
the.
second. But
'cause
once you gave
Rudy
me,
Gobert has like 3 defensive players of the years,
But-
you know.
but
With
once
the
you-
All NBA.
but you know what's so funny? My stat I took into account for is 65% is pretty dang
Yeah.
good, bro. The other guy, he ain't cash like that, cause he ain't. Try to trap me in that one, and you did it. I win. I win.
Nice job, nice job. You picked the right guy.
I did.
But I just wanted to show like people like Rudy Gobert. Oh, he's got 3 defensive player of the years. Oh, 6 all defense.
That would have definitely given it
His
away.
stats are pretty close to Ben Simmons.
That's true.
It's pretty funny where if you just take the face off of it, you're looking, you're like, this is actually a little bit close.
It was actually a lot of bit close. It's pretty funny. But
Especially, yeah.
but
And if I didn't give you the All NBAs, then it would have been. I should have hit that. I should have just said, yo, they both got 3 All Stars.
Yeah, that's true.
and the
That's true. Even
points.
even if you hit the All NBAs too, again, but the things I took into account for was there was more rebounds and there was better field goal percentage. I don't know. It was a close one. I had to think.
It's hilarious. I just wanted you to be like, player A isn't that bad.
I
you
knew
know?
it. No, you were gonna catch me slipping up, man. You're gonna catch me slipping here. Almost did.
I tried my best.
Yeah. I called him Dylan Brooks though. I like
Yeah,
it. I did call him Dylan Brooks.
I was like, oh no.
You knew from there, it's like it's over, bro.
Yeah,
It's
he's
over.
not picking A.